the ability to understand how money works. Well, we'll be finding out more about this from Abbey Royal International School, located at Old Carroll Road in Carroll, Nasarawa State. Right next will be our Young Leaders spot for the week. We'll also have the Voters Box and my favorite Global Opportunities segments. Hello and welcome to the Teenz Global Show. I am Ijoma TGF, the beautiful host on today's program. So let's go see what the pupils of Abbey Royal International School have to say about this topic. Financial literacy is the ability to understand how money works, how someone makes, manages, invests, and also expends it, while financial illiteracy causes problems of debt for a large percent of the population. In order to find balance between wants and needs, a person must have their needs met first and foremost. These needs are necessities found within a solid budget that make or break success. Good nutrition, clothing, and proper shelter are just 3 common needs a person must have to live a good life. Needs could be water for drinking, food to eat, clothing to keep you warm, and shelter to live in. On the other hand, a want is everything else. Wants are there to make life a little more comfortable.
Financial literacy is the ability to handle and manage your income effectively. Financial literacy means knowing how money is spent or saved. Financial literacy means knowing how money is spent and saved. Financial literacy means having the knowledge on how to manage your finance. Financial literacy is the ability to handle and manage your income effectively. Need is a pressing desire. Needs are those things that are necessary in your life and they are indispensable. They want a choice. Ice cream, pizza. Need is a pressing desire. A need is something you must have in order to live. My need is food. My need is education. A need is something a person is without house, food, water. What is to feel or wish for something? And what is the choice? What is to feel or wish for something? Let your need always come before your wants. Proper planning is key. Always deal with issues that are of greatest importance first. Proper planning is the key to always deal with issues that are important first. Your needs should always come before your wants. Let's hustle on people.
The number one problem in today's generation and economy is the lack of financial literacy. In the past, we were taught financial literacy, so it takes a lot of work and time to change mindsets. And to become financially literate, you have to identify which wants truly add value to your life. You need to take away some of your wants for better deals, and you also have to figure out how to afford what you really want.
My name is Rutimi Dola Ojala.
My name is Mrs. Imelda Onyasono.
Simple understanding of financial literacy is knowing how to manage money, knowing how to make sound decisions when it comes to utilizing money.
By financial literacy, to my own understanding, is an education and understanding how money works, how money is being made, how you save your money, how you budget for it, and how you spend it wisely.
From experience, I don't think there's hard and fast rule about how to spend and save. I think the most important thing is having the consciousness that one has to save for the rainy day. Conventionally, people will tell you that you should maybe save maybe a certain percent of your income.
As a parent, I don't spend anyhow, knowing quite well that I have kids around.
For every paycheck I earn, I don't earn monthly anyway, I'm an entrepreneur, but for every income I earn, I set aside a certain amount of money that could be used for some unforeseen contingencies, and then certain amounts also go into investment. And once you do this over time, once you do it consistently, you discover that you develop the capacity to absorb any shock that could happen financially.
I don't do an impulse buying. I plan my things before I spend, depending on my income.
I run a school, and one of the things we do is that we pay attention to what we call sensitive period in children. We know that at a particular age, children tend to have the intention of picking up a skill. And if you don't let them learn that skill at that time, there's every tendency that they outgrow learning that skill, and you may not be able to teach them effectively. So I think financial literacy is also one of the skills that one must teach children from early childhood, because it makes them to be more prudent as an adult, and it prepares them for some challenges later in life. And another way that we use to teach children financial literacy in our own little way is that we let them realize that it is not everything that you see that you buy. So to some extent, we consciously make them to know that there's a difference between want and need, even though you may not be able to use that kind of grammar to explain to them. But then when they tell you and say, oh, I need this toy, I need that, I need it, so we tell them, oh, you need this, so why don't you let us buy this for you while you let this go. And sometimes we give them that option that for you to get this item, then you must trade off this. Now the implication of that is that they know that everything they buy or that we buy for them has an opportunity cost, which is more like you sacrifice an option to get another one. So it's an unconscious way of developing financial literacy in kids.
When you teach your children about money, how money is being made, how they spend it, how to save and to budget money, it will really help them when they grow up. They will always look back and remember that their parents once taught them how to save. You don't spend anyhow because you're getting the money. No, you plan it. You sit down and plan, so that it will not affect you at the end of the day, so that you don't go bankrupt.
The hazard if children are not taught financial literacy, it's not just going to affect them alone. It affects the entire society.
It goes a long way in bringing the country down. The country will remain in a stagnant position. There will be nothing like development, because the children were not taught from the early age how to save and to plan for the development of the country.
I would advise that parents start teaching their children how to manage money. I will also advise that parents let their children understand the importance of prioritizing their needs over their wants, and also to let them know that for every penny that they spend for the kids, there's a trade-off. There's an hour, there's a time that they've put into earning that money, and there's something else that money could have achieved. So I also advise that every parent also create a kind of saving culture for their children.
So my name is Shana.
My name is Amy Benjamin.
My name is King David.
My name is Fatima Moralake.
My name is Valerie Vishnu, and you're watching Teenz Global Show.
You're watching
Teenz Global Show.
And this
Teenz Global Show.
and you're watching
Teenz Global Show.
The Teenz Global Show.
Teenz Global Show. Keep watching.
Keep watching. Keep watching. Keep watching. Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch the dial.
Thank you.
Today on English Sense, we are discussing a noun. A noun is a word or name of a person, place, thing, or an idea. Everything we can see or talk about is represented by names which are nouns. For example, person, joy, place, Abuja, thing, table, idea, project help. A noun is an important part of speech in English. When there is no noun in a sentence, it means there is no subject or object in that sentence construction. Let's examine some functions of a noun. A noun as a subject explains who or what the sentence is about. For example, Joy brought her bag. Joy is the subject. A noun as a direct object receives the action of the sentence. It answers whom or what received the action from the verb. For example, he played the football. Football is the direct object receiving the action from the verb played. A noun as an indirect object does not receive the action of the verb. It receives the action of the direct object. It answers the question of to whom, or for what. For example, Jude pitched Victor the basketball. Victor is the indirect object. Basketball is the direct object. Victor is receiving the basketball. A noun as an appositive defines, renames, clarifies another noun in a sentence. It can be before or after the noun it seeks to describe further. For example, Mr. James is my father. He lives in Ebonyi State. Let's rewrite the sentence to highlight an appositive noun. My father, Mr. James, lives in Ebonyi State. In the second sentence, Mr. James is an appositive that has renamed my father, which is another noun, and giving us a further description of my father. A noun as an object of the preposition is a noun that follows a preposition and gives it meaning. For example, the grape rolled under the table. The preposition under, the object is table. A noun as a predicate nominative appears with a linking verb and renames, explains, or defines the subject of a sentence. An example, the flag became a national symbol. The predicate nominative is national symbol. That explains the subject, the flag. This is where we'll stop today on English Sense. Remember to follow us on our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/teensglobal, to actually drop your own examples of functions of a noun.
So my name is Sharna.
My name is Amy Benjamin.
My name is Kim David.
My name is Fatima Imrolake.
My name is Valerie Vishne, and you're watching Teenz Global Show.
You're watching
Teenz Global Show.
and this
Teenz Global Show.
And you're watching
Teenz Global Show.
The Teenz Global Show.
the Teens Global Show. Keep watching.
Keep watching. Keep watching. Keep watching. Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch the dial.
Thank you.
Academics today on Teens Global Show. Let's discuss food. Food is what we eat to survive. It gives us energy and nutrition to stay healthy. They are usually from plants or animals. However, vegetarians do not eat any living plant or animal. We all eat food because it helps our body system, gives us energy to enable growth, repair body tissues, build DNA, maintain body temperature, and physical activities. The food we consume are made up of several classes of nutrients needed for the body as they produce constant energy. Food nutrients are classified into macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients are water, fiber, fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. Our body needs them in large quantities. Micronutrients include vitamins and minerals. They are needed in our body in much fewer quantities. The classes of food that provides nutrients to keep us healthy includes water. Water is something that we do not keep track of as daily intake, but it is one of the most important nutrients that our body needs. It builds the transportation system of the body. It carries nutrients from one part of the body to another. It is highly recommended to drink a total of 2 liters of water daily. Minerals. Calcium, potassium, iron, and sodium are the 4 most important minerals the body needs. Calcium strengthens bones and teeth. Daily intake of milk, low-fat cheese, and yogurt is calcium. Potassium helps in maintaining the volume of fluids in cells. It also prevents high blood pressure. Bananas, tomatoes, and potatoes are rich sources of potassium. The body needs iron to make enough hemoglobin. Beef, pork, chicken, beans, salmon, grains, leafy green vegetables, and eggs are good sources of iron. We get enough sodium from the salt we use in our food, which helps to maintain a healthy environment for our cells. Vitamins. There are different vitamins with different biochemical functions. Vitamins are highly essential for the body. It contributes to the health of eyes and skin, prevents rash, anemia, mouth disease, and maintains calcium absorption. Vitamin A can be gotten from yellow pumpkins, fruits, carrots, orange, leafy vegetables. Good sources of vitamin B are oatmeal, meat, fish, vegetables, avocado, brown rice, potatoes, egg, banana, and dairy products. Vitamin C is seen in many fruits, vegetables, and liver. Vitamin D sources are fish, eggs, liver, and mushrooms. Vitamin D can also be gotten from the sun. Vitamin E can be gotten from palm oil, sunflower, olive oil, nuts, spinach, while vitamin K are seen in leafy green vegetables, liver, and egg yolks. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are energy-giving foods. They help the brain function well. Examples are bread, rice, pasta, oatmeal, peas, corn, potatoes, noodles, alongside with grains, sugar, some starchy vegetables, whole wheat bread, brown rice, gari, yam, plantain, and lots more. Proteins. Proteins are bodybuilding foods. It is the main structural component of the body cells. It builds and repairs tissues. Sources of proteins include chicken, beef, pork, lamb, fish, milk, beans, eggs, almonds, cashews, pumpkin seed, spinach, avocado, and lots more. Let's look at fats. Fats help to absorb fat-soluble vitamins. They help develop brains and bones in addition to providing energy. Fish and cholesterol-free vegetable oils, avocado, and nuts are rich sources of fats. And finally, we look at fiber. Fiber in food is important both for children and adults. Fiber results in regular bowel movement, it cleans the intestines, and slows absorption of sugar. Good sources of fiber are whole wheat flour, cauliflower, green peas, potatoes, raspberries, mangoes, apples, bananas, oranges, and strawberries. This is Academics Today on Teenz Global Show. Remember to send in your own examples on these different classes of food. And also follow us on Instagram at Teenz Global using the hashtag Academics Today.
So my name is Sharon.
My name is Amy Benjamin.
My name is King Daisy.
My name is Fatima Imrolake.
My name is Valerie Vishne and you're watching Teenz Global Show.
You're watching
Teenz Global Show.
and this
Teenz Global Show.
And you're watching
Teenz Global Show.
The Teenz Global Show.
the Teenz Global Show. Keep watching.
Keep watching. Keep watching. Keep watching. Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch the dial.
Thank you.
My name is Ajibola Gabriel.
My name is Awele Uzo Tapo.
To be employable means to be able to have the desired skill set or value system that is necessary for whatever organization or system of people that needs your services. So which means that the employable person must have a standard of value that can meet up with the expectations of whichever organization needs this person.
Youth are not being employed because of skill sets.
For me, being employable is actually a more simple thing. I believe everyone is employable. It just depends on where you are being employed at. I mean, there are employments at motor parks, there are employments at ShopRite, there are employment at markets, there are employment at also international organizations. So basically, the skill set you need to be employable is the skill set that is needed by wherever you are trying to carve a niche or a place for yourself in.
A skill is something that you cannot be taken away from you. On my leisure time, I learn how to sew. Like I said, a skill as a tailor, if you're going to learn how to make all the materials, learn them. If you're going to learn the different kinds of embroideries, learn it. Okay, you've given yourself an upper hand than somebody who only knows how to cut. Only knows how to make just trousers.
Basically, using the framework of a nation like Nigeria, these are two major complaints. One, they say there are no jobs. So, and two, they say, oh, there are too many graduates or too many overqualified people. So you see, so this actually becomes like the most cliche excuses to employability. But then when we take a deeper look at it, I personally believe that most people find it difficult to be employed, or employability is difficult simply because most people do not have the necessary value to offer to the necessary organizations. So I think at the end of the day, most people are either not working, developing on themselves, or they are just trying to ride on the wings of just having a curriculum like a CV, a certificate, and the likes. And most of the times, these things are just the most basic foundational things needed to get a job.
So my name is Sharon Ahubi.
My name is Amy Benjamin.
My name is Kim David.
My name is Fatima Imrolake.
My name is Valerie Vishne and you're watching Teenz Global Show.
You're watching
Teenz Global Show.
and this
Teenz Global Show.
And you're watching
Teenz Global Show.
The Teenz Global Show.
the Teenz Global Show. Keep watching.
Keep watching. Keep watching.
Keep watching.
Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch the dial.
Thank you. Ways the government can help you to become employable, it's by aligning themselves to Sustainable Development Agenda for Vision 2030.
Basically, it's not about creating more jobs on the government part. It's about creating an environment. It's about creating an enabling environment. And this is one of the things that the Nigerian ecosystem, the African ecosystem, is seriously lacking. One of the ways by being employable is also self-employment. I mean, when there's an environment that can help you to set up yourself, also do things, and grow in such a capacity that you can also be of benefit to others, and also even become an employer of labor. I think this is very key. So what the government can do is, one, apart from creating more avenues for jobs, the second thing that is so key is to create an enabling environment for jobs. What is the transportation system in the company, electric system in the company, what kind of soft loans can young people get access to?
Every young person should have a problem-solving skill. You should have a resource management skills. Be proactive. Most people don't understand that networking actually is a skill. You should be able to, let me use the street sentence, package yourself. If you're going for a proper networking, you should be able to package yourself in a way that when you meet someone, you're not, no.
Okay. One of the vogue term for this last decade has been becoming self-employed, becoming an entrepreneur. But at the end of the day, every single one who has ventured into entrepreneurship would actually agree that sometimes it's just better to get a salary job and probably be paid something constant at the end of the month. Because entrepreneurship is a whole lot of work. It takes a whole lot of work. It takes a whole lot of paperwork, brain work, mind work, psychology. You're trying to meet up with a lot of things, and at the same time, when you're starting again, you're not even stable. So for young people who want to go venture into entrepreneurship, one, they must have a clear-cut definition of what they want. They must have a clear-cut target. If you're not driven, if you don't have that clear-cut target, it's very easy to get discouraged by the waves that you're going to encounter in your course of entrepreneurship. So it becomes very key that young people have a target. They're driven, they're focused, they're passionate about that very, very thing they're trying to build their entrepreneurship experience on. So this becomes key. Have a purpose, have a goal, have a vision, have a drive, and very importantly, have a strategy.
Instead of waiting for that paid job, I want to tell everybody this today. For those youths that are not gainfully employed now, go to Google, pick your 5 best companies that you like. Look for the slot on the company that says internship. Click that internship and apply. Do you know what you've done for yourself? You've added skill to yourself. You've added value to yourself. You've updated your resume, your CV.
So my advice to young people on having the right skill sets for being employable is the piece of paper after 5 years of school. It's not enough. It's not enough. That's for your own. Consider it for your own personal value system. Now, do not try to build your worth. Do not build your entire world to just having a piece of paper after going to school for 4 or 5 years. Try to be more useful. Try to find a purpose in what you're trying to do. Try to find places of your passion. Try to find places where you can actually grow. Try to become extremely valuable. I mean, you don't know one person for everything. You know one person for one thing. So try to find that one thing that you can be known for. So at least when we talk about Michael Jackson today, we're talking about football and we're talking about Thompson. So try to find that one thing that you can be extremely valuable at, and not just valuable, because in that place of value there will be high demand. So find a place of value, you get demand, and then it's easier to create wealth.
Welcome back. The Teenz Global Show is a program for young people focused on contemporary issues about life skills development, leadership, entrepreneurship, and professional growth. We also feature young leaders and their impact. We educate you about voters' rights and responsibilities, as well as informing you about global opportunities. Today, our top global opportunities for the week. We're bringing you courses that you can take from different universities across the world. They're free of charge. Starting with social change, how can marketing help course, offered by Griffith University. To register and take this course is on the screen. Right next is the power of podcasting for storytelling course, offered by the University of Wollongong. The link to apply and register for this course is on the screen. It's actually brought to you on the FutureLearn platform. Right next is Introduction to Psychology, the History and Science of Psychology course, offered by the Monash University. You can see the link to register for this course on the screen. Next is How to Create a Social Media Marketing Campaign course, offered by the University of Leeds. Please apply for this course. It's very, very important for us to learn more about social media marketing campaign. Right next is Digital Skills Artificial Intelligence course, offered by Accenture. And finally, Supporting Adolescent Learners Social and Emotional Wellbeing course, which is offered by the Griffith University. Take advantage of these courses. They are free of charge. Follow us on our social media platforms to get more tips at Teenz Global. This is all we have on global opportunities for this week.
How about we help you implement your CSR and manage your community impact projects? Showcase your school, business, and work on Teenz Global Show. Get you registered in our education network to own a school and make income. Guide you to take online courses from the world's best universities and upgrade your CV. Improve your application for global opportunities. Create professional companies branding, marketing aids, e-graphics design, logo designs, videos, and social media management for your business. All this and more you can get at better bargains and guarantee service. Contact us today at Teenz Global Foundation on 080-3779-8966, 081-3344-5842. Follow us on social media at Teenz Global.
So my name is Sharna.
My name is Amy Benjamin.
My name is King David.
My name is Fatima Moralake.
My name is Valerie Vishne, and you're watching Teenz Global Show.
You're watching
Teenz Global Show.
and this
Teenz Global Show.
And you're watching
Teenz Global Show.
The Teenz Global Show.
the Teenz Global Show. Keep watching.
Keep watching. Keep watching. Keep watching. Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch the dial.
Thank you.
So we've come to the end of today's show. I hope you learned ways on how to become employable from our young leaders. Thanks to Lewa and Gad for that educating sessions. Also thanks to Abe Royal International School. Remember to follow us on our social media platforms at Teenz Global. Reach out to us to cover your events, your school, your impact, and also to interview you on what you do. See you same time, same station. I am Ijoma TGF. Bye for now.